From now on, my full-time job is finding a guy who's gonna take care of me.
Buy you a drink?
I already have one, thanks.
Can I buy you an island?
I don't know, can you?
The name's Ed.
Samantha.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the MST channel where we talk about all things hypergamy. We are back with In Too Deep, Gambling for a Married Man's Heart Again, Chapter 8, Maria. It was finally Thursday, and today's the day when John and I would meet at the Ritz for our first encounter. $8,500 to empty his balls seemed like a fair trade to me. He told me it would only be twice per month since my price was so high. That was fine by me. $8,500 per meet twice per month was more than enough. John told me that he would park his car at the golf course and take an Uber to the Ritz so that Jessica could not trace him. He sure thought everything through. As for me, I wasn't taking any chances. I wore a auburn burnt orange colored wig and oversized Gucci glasses to conceal my face. I did not want to be spotted either. You never know who knew Jessica because she was very active in and around Alabama, so I had to keep a low profile. When I arrived at the Ritz, I called John from my burner phone to let him know I was downstairs. He told me to walk over to the elevator and meet him there. When the elevators opened, there John was, standing with a smile on his face. "Get in, sexy," he said. As I walked in, I could feel his eyes piercing through my white trench coat. Then he looked down at my feet and said, "Nice heels. Are those Tom Ford's?" he asked. "Yes, they are," I answered, smiling. "They make your calves look sexy," he said. "Thank you," I replied. When we got off the elevator, I asked him which room, and he said 1717. I then proceeded to walk in front of him. My ass bounced up and down under my trench coat. Little did he know I was fully naked underneath it. When we got to the door, he stretched his arm over my shoulder and opened the door. I'm not gonna lie, when his perfume hit my nose, my pussy started running. He smelled like money. Just my type of man. As I walked in the room, I realized he booked one of the larger suites. Everything was in ivory color and looked immaculate. I was impressed. "Let me go freshen up," I said. I walked over to the massive marble bathroom. I did a smell test of my cooch by sticking my finger in and wiping myself up with my feminine wipes. Although I took a shower before coming here, Alabama was hot as F, and I wanted to make sure I was extra clean. After wiping up and putting on some more perfume, I sprayed my face down with some refreshing spray to freshen up my makeup and opened the bathroom door. John sat on the couch in his boxers. His perverted ass was ready for this joyride, and so was I. "But first, the cash, John," I said, as I held out my hand. "Damn, baby, I got you," he said as he opened up his briefcase and handed me the stack, of course. I counted it right there. I counted $8,600. "I said it was 8,500, John. You must have miscounted," I said. "No, I didn't. I'm giving you an extra 100. "Oh well, thank you," I responded, as I put the money in my white Louis Vuitton purse. I then stood up and opened the white, crisply ironed trench coat. and dropped it to the floor. John's eyes grew wide open. "Damn, baby," he said as he started drooling. John got on his knees and started kissing my ankles. I still had my heels on, and he used his teeth to undo the straps. This mother was a professional. He then kissed me from my ankles all the way up to my thighs and then back down, teasing the F out of me. As he alternated between both legs, he gripped my ass firmly and started kissing on my pussies and slowly began to lick my clit. I let out a moan in ecstasy. I then pulled away and walked over to the bed, letting him think he was gonna have me when he got over to the bed. I pushed him down and got on top of him. I used his tie to tie him to the bed. Then I stood over his face. I eased down slowly on his tongue, then got up, teasing him. He started begging me not to move. I could see his cock wanted to tear through his underpants, so I got up and started to kiss his cock through his boxers. He then started wiggling like a worm. I then used my teeth to pull them down, and his 9-inch cock almost slapped my eyes out. It was so hard and steely. My gosh, I wanted to take the entire thing down my throat right away, but I couldn't. I had to tease him a bit more. His cock was shooting out so much pre-cum. It was like a fountain. I then stood over his face again and stooped down on his stiff tongue. This time I rode it. Damn, his tongue was long and very effective. My pussy was throbbing. I then eased up and had him flick his tongue on my clit until I started shaking uncontrollably. I came all over his face. He then told me to untie him, and I knew he was about to ravish the shit out of me. But I obeyed. When I untied him, he picked me up and pressed me up against the wall and started pulling me down on his dick with a vengeance. I moaned so fucking loud, 'cause that dick felt so fucking good. He had my left nipple in his mouth as he worked the fuck out of this pussy. Then he carried me over to the bed and positioned me, doggy style, and fucked me real hard from the back while spreading my ass cheeks. I came again and again. As he was about to come, he flipped me over and finished off in my face. Damn, talk about electric. This pussy is worth every penny, Maria. Every penny, said John. And he fell on the bed beside me. Damn, I ain't never had it like that, I thought to myself. Then I looked over at my purse filled with cash and smiled. There you have it. That was the explosive chapter 8 of In Too Deep, Gambling for a Married Man's Heart. Again, I'll see you all for chapter 9. Bye.